welcome back to the Gibson family. I just wanted to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone who has showed love and support on our channel. He wants to say thank you to all of
thank you.
the kind messages that we've received. We appreciate you guys all so much. So we're gonna start this episode off with where we left off in the last episode, and that is where Thomas left for Finland.
Yeah, so as you guys know, I was throwing hints at her, you know, back when we was in the apartment the past summer, and she never gave me a definite answer or anything, but obviously I didn't ask her straight up.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the hints. I thought he was just talking, to be honest.
Yeah, so so I went ahead and went to Finland, and I personally just got through preseason, you know, get ready for the season, and then I invited her to come through after that.
Yeah, I remember it was like I got off of work one night and we were on the phone with each other, and he was basically just like, I want you to move to Finland with me, like if that's something that you would want. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like I want you to be here with me. And honestly, like when he was straightforward like that, I did not hesitate one bit. I was like, okay, let's go. Like, how's this gonna work? These are the bills I have, like, so we have to figure this out. I immediately started searching for a sublease for my apartment. We were so determined on us being together and me moving that like nothing was going to stop us. But I honestly did not think twice about going. Like, my friends and family thought I was crazy, but like honestly I knew what I wanted. And so sometimes, like, I'm the type of person, if I know what I want, like I'm not going to like let anything interfere with that. And honestly, I think like the person that probably supported me the most, or the one that just had least to say about it, was my mom. She's always been that way. She's always just like let me go with the flow and make my own choices and my own mistakes. So as you guys know, our family thought we were crazy, whatever. I didn't, well, my family, he didn't even tell his, but that's another story.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, oh well. So I don't want to harp on that too much, but basically, once we made the decision, we decided, okay, he left in September, like mid-September, and we decided, all right, November 1st gives us enough time. He booked the flights without even necessarily knowing all of the details, like how it's gonna work. We just went like all by faith, and once we had everything into place, like I was ready to go, and I just like took this huge leap of faith, and just honestly knowing that this was the one, like this is the man for me and the one that I'll spend the rest of my life with. Stop. I knew you were doing something.
My bad.
It's okay. Anyways, packed up my whole life, and literally there was like, it had to work because I had nothing to come back to. Like, I had absolutely nothing to come back to. I always, you know, like had family members I could stay with and stuff, but as far as like independency, like money, finance, like I was like completely, like all ties were just like gone. So I feel like when you make a sacrifice like that, it's definitely
a leap of faith.
Yeah, a leap of faith. What's kind of crazy is I personally never saw myself traveling. Like, my travel goals were to visit all 50 states and like go to Mexico a couple times. That was it. I had like no goals for that at all. Like, I literally didn't realize that Paris and France, like I thought they were two different things, and I didn't even, you know what I'm saying?
When she told me that, I was like, what the hell? We gotta get you right.
Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah. But anyways, like I said, I had no intentions of ever even going to Europe. Like, didn't even know anything about it. Like, I was so like in a box in that way. So for me to do this, it was like a huge step. Fast forward to November, my Mimi, who is my grandma, and my cousin drove me to Kansas City. Actually, this is really funny. I forgot about this.
What?
I had like a little waxing pot, and like to wax like your legs.
Oh yeah.
I took my waxing pot to Kansas City with me because I didn't have enough time to get a wax before I came. And I literally waxed myself. I had my cousin help me wax before I left for my flight in the morning. I don't think I ever told you that.
No,
wow, that's funny. My first flight, I went from like Washington or Seattle to Iceland to Finland, and I just remember. Actually, he had to have.
I had practice that day,
Yeah.
so I wasn't able to pick her up. I had one of my teammates go get her. Well, one of my former teammates, I guess.
Yeah, so he had to come pick me up. I was kind of sad I didn't get to see him like right away, but it was like a 2-hour drive. I remember I was so tired. I kept yawning, but
A jet lag gets you.
But I didn't want to be like rude and like him to think I didn't want to like talk to him. But I was like yawning.
Yeah, you just mentioned yawning, I almost yawned. Oh, see.
Okay. Well, yeah, so I didn't want to feel rude. But yeah, so I landed in Finland, and then I remember it was like snowing. It wasn't snowing, but there was snow everywhere, and it was supposedly like warm there.
Yeah, Finland is real cool because it's real beautiful. You
It's
know,
like a
when
winter wonderland.
Yeah, it honestly is. Like when the sun is out, you know, the snow is so thick, like it doesn't melt
It
like
almost
that.
like sparkles.
Yeah, so it looks really, really good on like trees or like land, you know, that you can see beyond the distance. Like it just looks awesome.
It's so beautiful. I was just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's just different. So when I first got there, I saw Thomas. Obviously, we hugged each other and stuff, but I was so tired. Immediately, what?
Nothing. I had just got done with practice too, so
Yeah.
I was dog tired. I was looking like an old man outside the window waiting on her to pull up.
Like a dog, like waiting for like.
No, I wasn't powerful.
Just
I was
kidding.
being like a nosy neighbor, like looking outside the window, looking down on the street.
Yeah, because you were down there as soon as I got. Yeah.
I had to help with the bag, so.
Yeah. But he made dinner for me that night. I think that was like the first time he really cooked for me.
The first and only time. I haven't been able to get in the kitchen since. She's taken over that.
The kitchen is my sanctuary.
It was my sanctuary as well until I was, forced out. So it's okay though. Yeah.
Fast forward, that's how I got to Finland. He basically asked me, I said yes. Boom. We made the decision.
Yeah. Long story short.
Yeah. Very long story short. But to fast forward, we kind of want to share like our time in Finland with you guys. First, I guess we can talk about like the Finnish culture. It's like, you want to talk about it more?
Yeah. I mean, I personally love it. Like I said, snow everywhere. It looks beautiful. The winters are absolutely brutal though.
Well, they're not too bad. I think I've had worse winters in Kansas.
Well, as far as like weather-wise, it's about the same as Kansas. I think Kansas for 4 years was definitely a build-up from me going to Finland and sustaining that.
At the same time, though, Finland is like more prepared for the snow and stuff. So
way
it makes
more
it
prepared.
easier.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 times prepared, more than Kansas or anybody, obviously. You know what I'm saying? That's a Scandinavian country. So, I mean, they're so used to it that they put their babies like outside to sleep.
Like their newborns.
Yeah, like the newborn babies.
And not like outside.
Yeah,
like,
not literally like outside, but
like on a porch, like a screened-in porch.
Yeah, they'll have a screened-in porch, and that's like what she said. They'll sleep out there, just to get them used to the cold. So
yeah, I don't necessarily know if that's why they do it. It's like something with like the immune.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured that. I mean, only in Finnish I've seen that, so I've seen or heard that. So I think that's more so a part of their thing, like.
And another thing that I think is so interesting about the Finnish culture is they have saunas everywhere. Like they have public saunas. Like we had a sauna. We've lived there twice, and in both places we've lived is had a sauna.
Saunaed out.
Yes.
Use that almost every day.
It's like a ritual that they have. It's like a cleansing ritual. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I also really enjoyed being able to get in there and sweat.
Yeah. They'll dip back and forth from the sauna to like a frozen lake.
Like an ice hole.
An ice hole.
Yeah.
They'll dive into the ice hole, stay in there for a couple minutes, get back out, go into the sauna, like.
They go back and forth.
Rinse and repeat. Yeah, that's it. Like that's a thing. Have some beers. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a gathering thing. Like they do like a fun thing, and like the first time I heard that, I'm like, you do what?
I never did that. I never got close to it. Didn't even want to try. But obviously,
if we went again, I would definitely do it. As long as I wasn't pregnant.
No, she barely wants to get in a cold tub now. She would not do something like that.
I would do it in Finland.
Yeah, to appreciate the culture, but it's not something that she would want to do wholeheartedly. It's, oh, let's go in the ice lake. Like, nah. She don't want to do that.
Just in Finland, yeah. But another thing I love about Finland is the people. Like, they're so nice. And honestly, the language is like, it's so funny to me. But it's like one of those languages where you're like intrigued by like, oh, like. Yeah,
it's top 5 hardest languages to learn. So when you hear it, it's just like, what? But
like I know like hi, like hello is like moi, like moika, and they say it's so cool though. Like I don't know, I can't do it as well. As
I had a couple different other words, but it's been so long. Yeah, Kitos.
And all from
Olehuva.
I forgot about Olehuva. But for all my Finnish people, because I know we have Finnish people watching this.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Mita vitoa. I probably haven't been saying it the best way, but only my Finnish people know what that means. I'm not telling anybody else.
Oh my god. Maybe one day we'll tell you guys what it is. That's hilarious.
The thing about Finland is they have like the Northern Lights. We never went. We always planned on it and we never did.
No, didn't have the time.
Like we will though. Like that's another thing that we will do. Our son was born in Finland, so we'll have to take him there sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that you guys know a little bit about the Finnish culture and how wonderful Finland and its people are, we are going to go ahead and slide into things that we did personally there, like bonding, like what got us close, etc. Like how we spent our time in Finland.
Yeah, so off the rip, I put her on conspiracy theories. Let's just say like that, because I don't even want to go down there, but there's no such thing as a conspiracy theory. Let's just say that, and that's what y'all are gonna get on this YouTube as well. There are no such thing as this conspiracy theory out here, bro. There's a lot of facts out there that people need to be looking at.
Asking questions.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. But yeah, that was one of the first things that I put her on.
We stayed up until like 4 a.m. sometime watching conspiracy theories. Like, and there would be times where I'd be like, no, like falling asleep, like, okay, no, we have to watch more. Like I was so intrigued and like I had to like just more information.
But by the time it was time for her to go to sleep, she was so mind blown.
Sometimes we couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? There's so much information out there that it was, honestly, I think we kind of over flooded ourselves. Like the first
I was just like
3 months.
Confused.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah.
Like I literally like.
Instagram was deleted.
Yeah.
No
music.
More music. Yeah.
Like nothing that would
a lot of
influence
stuff.
my mind. Yeah. But yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. We watched a lot of Family Guy.
Yeah, that idiotic show. Honestly, looking at it now, knowing what I know, that show was. How do you say that? how do you say it? It was
Brainwashing?
frying. Yes,
Yeah.
it was frying my brain. Every episode after episode after episode, it was literally frying my brain.
He loved Family Guy so much. For his birthday, the only thing he wanted from me was to dance to the theme song, just like silly, like
Yeah, that's
like
it.
I
And
had
sing
to
it.
like
Yeah, all she had to
sing
do
it.
was just follow the theme song. So you know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
did.
With the, you know how Peter be kicking the legs, everybody was kicking the leg in the theme song and dancing.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
I
So
don't even remember very well now. But
yeah, that was the only thing I wanted. But that's how much I loved Family Guy.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in
Since that year, probably.
no, probably a little bit after that.
Yeah.
It's definitely been years though. It's
Yeah.
definitely been years.
Oh, so another thing that we got to do while we were in Finland is visit Amsterdam. That was the first trip we took. Amsterdam. It was so fun. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the bike.
Yeah, she had. Well, okay, she didn't have to, but for those of you that know Taylor, she is stubborn sometimes, and
I'm not.
she's hard-willed, I guess. So we lost a bike.
I'm gonna do it
We lost a
myself.
bike key. We lost a bike key.
It was your fault.
I don't know how we lost the bike key. You have to understand this is Amsterdam, and for those of you who know Amsterdam, some things can be forgotten in Amsterdam. So
Okay.
I don't know how the key got. I don't know how.
I know
forgot
how it
the
got
key.
lost because it was kind of like raining, and I had a raincoat on, and he was like putting his hand in my raincoat. That's where the keys were.
Yeah.
He was messing with me.
I mean,
we were
yeah, we
walking.
know that, yeah, but we still don't know how. Like,
We spent like 30, 45 minutes trying to find the key.
trying to find the key. Yeah.
Nowhere to be found. We like backtracked everywhere, couldn't find it.
But after, I mean,
But the thing with the bike is they put the locks on it, so we had it locked up.
yeah.
Or we didn't have it locked up to anything.
There
but
was
the,
like a lock on the bike.
yeah,
that-
on the brake or like
yeah,
the,
on something.
on the tire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you could just put it anywhere and it'll lock up. Because you gotta understand, everybody in Netherlands has a bike. If they're stealing bikes out there, then that's
Yeah.
not what it is. Like
Yeah.
literally everybody has a bike out there. So
Yeah.
you know, you just put it on the brake, lock it up, you good.
Yeah, so basically what happened was we lost the key. He had his bike, but it was my key that got lost somehow. And so since it was my key, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to, have to pay for this bike.
Oh my God.
And
yeah.
how long? It was probably like a 30 to an hour walk.
Yes.
It was a long walk.
Yes. We walked
And I carried
back to the
this
hotel.
bike on my shoulders all the way back to the hotel.
But I told her she didn't have to do that. Like,
But I was like,
but she insisted.
I didn't want to like
She
be
wanted to show
irresponsible.
she wanted to show her country strength. That's
Yeah.
what that was.
Whatever. Anyways, I had to carry the bike all the way to the hotel, and that was not a lot of fun in the rain. It was kind of cold too.
Yeah.
But Amsterdam was a blast. If you have never been to Amsterdam, you should go. It's also another beautiful place to visit.
Yes.
Very
Besides
beautiful.
everything else.
Yeah, no, it was an
It's
amazing trip.
beautiful. Yeah. Coffee is crazy cheap. I was good.
Yeah, they had really good coffee, and I love coffee. But yeah,
She put me on the coffee.
They've been on it for sure. But yeah, then we also went to Spain. That was also a really good trip. Except for
Except for your first day.
yeah, I kind of ruined the first day.
Trying to drink with me. Let's just put it like that.
Well, we were sitting down, and every time he got a drink, I got a drink, and we were having a lot of fun and just sitting there talking to each other and laughing. I think, do you remember? Because we accidentally checked into he was the one who like rented it or whatever, but it ended up being like an older people resort.
Yeah,
He didn't know that.
Do more research when before you go on vacation. Don't just pick a spot.
But it was so funny because I remember, this is just coming to me now, but do you remember the picture of the old man?
What happened?
He like came over and he
he was
literally sat
sleeping?
down and he was like
Yeah, he
immediately
was
started
sleeping.
knocked out. That was a random thing,
Yeah.
but yeah, basically, yeah, I did not drink for the rest of the time because I was so, like, didn't feel good from the very first day.
Yeah.
But that was a really cool trip. Spain, it was Malaga. Is that how you say it? We don't know how to say it.
I still don't know how to say it, I don't think. Malaga, Malaga, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah. But that was a very beautiful place too, beautiful beaches. Sorry guys, we had to take a little break because both of the kids woke up. But as we were saying before we left off, I definitely fell into a depression. I didn't like who I was, and basically I had all of my distractions stripped away from me, and with that came depression because I didn't know how to handle myself.
Yeah, and you also have to understand you're in a very, very like different spot. You know, you're not used to anything. You're hearing different languages. Like, it's not something that's common. And on top of that, Finland gets very dark, you know, during the winter time. So like around November-ish, all the way up until I think February, maybe March. The sun comes down earlier, so
and comes out
later. Yeah, so you'll go to sleep. When I go to sleep,
you really get like 3 hours of kind of sunlight.
Yeah, so when I wake up in the morning, it's dark. When you wake up in the morning, it's dark because I'm thinking about practice and everything. So I will go to sleep. No, I will wake up and it will be dark, but it will be morning. And then by the time lunch hits, the sun will come out for about an hour or two. And then
the sun's already down by 3 p.m.
Yeah, the sun is going down by 4 p.m. So quick turnarounds. It's not really a lot of sun. You're not getting a lot of vitamin D, you know. So it's really tough. It's really tough.
Yeah. So yeah, with that being said, like our first year wasn't perfect. Like it definitely wasn't perfect. We never want to portray like a perfect picture, even though like now we have like a very good solid relationship, but we've built like
that's had to come with building.
Yeah, we built the foundation for that.
A lot of communication.
But we just wanted to share that with you guys because we know that it is something that, you know, relationships in general struggle with. Individuals struggle with, and we're here to inspire anybody that we can or help anybody that we can just by our story alone. But we're gonna wrap that up for today, and next time we will get on to, I think, how we got married.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's the next thing. So stay tuned for that. We're excited to share that as well.